Hello, once again. I'm Pastor Jeremy Combs, and you're pausing for a proverb. Let's go. Proverbs chapter 2, verse 12. To deliver thee from the way of the evil man and from the man that speaketh froward things. It's the eminent commentarian Matthew Henry that states, what great advantage true wisdom will be to us. It will keep us from the path of sin, which leads to ruin, and will therein do us a greater kindness than if it enriched us with all the wealth of the world. As we continue the theme of wisdom and the protection that it provides, we come to enemy number one on the list of folks to be weary of, and that is the evil man. The evil man is found 9 times in the book of Proverbs, and his great characteristic is he's got a heart that's been corrupted by sin, and this is revealed by both his words and his ways. Comes from the evil man as the idea of the word to spoil, and we're going to study him out here in the verses to come. But his first characteristic is this: it's reckless speech. Notice the way of the evil man, the man that speaketh froward things. That word froward means perverse or fraudulent. So I have to ask you the question, do you have honest and right speech? Do you know the facts before you speak? Do you share when you're sharing discussions and maybe you're in the midst of an argument? Do you shade it one way or the other to make yourself look better or the person you're talking about to look worse? Do you speak of things that are private that should never be spoken of in public? This is a mark of the evil man. He is one that has reckless speech. We go to the next verse and we see not only does he have reckless speech, but also he has a rebellious spirit. Verse 13, who leave the paths of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness. We find that this man, he's careless with the truth. And verse 13 warns us that at one time he was in that path of uprightness, walking the trail of wisdom, but he got out of the way. He left the way that was in the light, and now what is it? His life is characterized by darkness. Sad. This man knew what was right, but he chose the other way. This is the spirit of the world that we live in today, is it not? Hey, it's my way or the highway. If I don't like it, I'm not going to stay here, and I'm not going to listen to that. Sometimes even that mentality comes into our churches where we describe the Bible as outdated or too hard to understand. No, it's not. If you get into the light, you will be able to see it. And so be careful of this evil man, because as we begin looking at his life, he has reckless speech. We see that he has a rebellious spirit, and then we go to the next verse, and we see he rejoices in sin. Chapter 2 and verse 14, who rejoice to do evil and delight in the frowardness of the wicked. So we've looked at his mouth, reckless speech. We've looked at his mind, it's a rebellious spirit. We've looked at his heart, he rejoices in sin. The evil man sins, and he enjoys it. When somebody does wrong and rejoices, or when you and I do wrong and we rejoice, something's terribly wrong. Here, this word rejoice is the same kind of the idea of joy that God gives. The only exception is God's joy lasts. The rejoicing or pleasure that sin gives us is fleeting. And so the evil man not only rejoices in his evil, but he rejoices in the wickedness of others. He loves to have people join in with him, and he smiles when he sees that he is not the only one that is doing this. This is why George Mueller, the great missionary, used to pray this quite often. He would say, pray this, Lord, deliver me from becoming a dirty old man. Any of us are capable of falling. It's just one step out of the way. Verse 15, we'll wrap this up, whose ways are crooked, and they froward in their paths. The final characteristic of the evil man is he's got a ruined soul. Albert Einstein, in a lecture in 1948, who said this: the true problem lies in the hearts and thoughts of men. It's not a physical, but an ethical one. What terrifies us is not the explosive force of the atomic bomb, but the power of the wickedness of the human heart. Here we go. In the way or path of the evil man, first, it's a deceitful way. It's crooked. That is, it goes every which way but straight. And then it is again a departed way. Again, he has left the truth. So if you want to be wise today, look out for the evil man. And let's put it practical, let's not be an evil man or an evil woman. Who are these people? They have reckless speech, a rebellious spirit. They rejoice in sin, and ultimately the tragedy is they have a ruined soul. God protect us from the evil person.